Using geolocation and Logic Hop is really easy. I'm going to jump into our geolocation page and go ahead and click edit. You'll see that I have an H2 tag, hello, how are things? I'm just going to type in the word in, and I'm going to go to the Logic Hop palette and choose data. And what I want to display here is the city. And then as I do that, I'm going to change the text case and just capitalize all of the words. So if I click insert variable, you can see the logic tag appears there. I'm going to go ahead and click update. And if I preview changes for this, you can see, there we go, how are things in Vero Beach. If I come to our preview tool, you'll see that I can jump to variables and I can modify that on the fly. I can add more characters to that, change it around. The nice thing about that is if you want to test a really long city name for layout purposes, you can do that using this tool. I want to add just one more dimension to this that's a fun way to go about adding personalization. We do this a lot with emails, so with merge tags. When I jump into the tool palette again, go back to data, and in this scenario, I'm going to check query, and I'm just going to use the value first name. I'm going to put this in, and I'm going to uppercase, capitalize first letter, the first letter of the name, and insert this. Now you'll see that I have the hello, and I don't have a space here because I don't want to have a space between hello and my exclamation point if that variable is not set. So the way I'm going to actually add that space is our logic tags have these pipe variables, or these pipe parameters, so I can say I've got case, and in this instance I want to prepend. So in between hello and the exclamation point, I'm going to use a non-breaking space. And update that. Now, a great way to view these are opening things in an incognito window. That will give us a fresh session. It's important to note that if you have multiple incognito windows open, to clear out the session, you have to close all of your open incognito windows. It's just a little gotcha. So you'll see that on our geolocation, it's saying, hello, how are things in Vero Beach? And then if I add that first name tag, hello, we've got the space there, hello, Michael, how are things in Vero Beach? Again, really easy to add personalization with geolocation, and that's just adding the data variables themselves. If we wanted to add conditions, I can come into our conditions palette, choose add new, and this is a great way for you to get started with checking conditions or using geolocation in conditions. So when I come here, I can use my conditional statement location, and then you can use all of these different location types. So if you wanted to check for country codes, you could do that, and you could say if the country code is US, we could say is not US. Another nice thing that we can do is in list, and that's all case insensitive, so it doesn't matter if it's uppercase or lowercase. So this could be if the user is in the United States, Canada, or France. So really powerful that you can start to add those things. Another thing you can start to do is you can say if the user's in the United States and this is their first visit. So this is just a way to start to look at combining conditions. So really kind of a fun way to start to look at these. One thing about checking location-based conditions is it is a little bit challenging because it is reliant on your particular location, and that's why you want to use that Logic Hop preview tool so you can start to test the various if-else conditions and then also being able to put in the variables on the fly. But geolocation in Logic Hop, super powerful, really easy to work with. If you have any questions, let me know. This is a great way to dive in and start really personalizing your site.